Imagine this. It's the year 2030, and the immigration system of the United States looks almost unrecognizable compared to today. Green card waiting times that once stretched into decades are now measured in months. USCIS, the agency that processes immigration benefits, is no longer buried under mountains of paperwork, but is powered by artificial intelligence. Interviews happen entirely online, documents are verified instantly, and approval notices arrive in days rather than years. But while the process for some has become smoother than ever before, border security is tighter. Screening is more intense, and new visa categories have replaced many old ones. The immigration landscape has been reshaped by global politics, economic needs, climate change, and rapid technological advancements. For millions of people around the world dreaming of life in America, the path will be different. Faster and more efficient for some, but also more selective and competitive. So, what exactly will U.S. immigration look like by the end of this decade? In this video, we're diving deep into expert predictions for 2030, looking at green card changes, USCIS modernization, travel regulations, and practical steps you can take now to prepare. To understand where immigration is going, we need to zoom out and look at the big picture. By 2030, the United States will be older than it's ever been. Census data shows that 1 in 5 Americans will be over the age of 65. This shift will create a massive demand for workers, especially in healthcare, technology, engineering, and other essential industries. Immigration will be the lifeline that keeps the U.S. labor market alive and competitive. But demographics aren't the only factor driving change. The world is shifting in ways that directly affect migration. Conflicts, trade disputes, and climate disasters are displacing millions of people every year. By 2030, climate migration, people forced to move because of rising sea levels, extreme heat, or severe storms, could become one of the largest sources of global migration pressure. The U.S. will have to adapt not just to who is coming, but why they are coming. Experts are already talking about a concept called adaptive immigration, where laws and policies change quickly in response to real-world conditions. Instead of rigid rules that remain unchanged for decades, the system could be flexible, updating every year or even every few months based on labor shortages, humanitarian crises, or security needs. One of the biggest changes on the horizon is the evolution of the green card system. Today, millions of applicants are stuck in backlogs, some waiting 10 years or more for their turn. But if reform passes in the next few years, unused green card slots could be carried over instead of wasted at the end of the year, which would help clear these backlogs. In the employment-based category, we may see the U.S. adopt a points-based system similar to Canada and Australia. Under this system, applicants earn points for education, work experience, English proficiency, and other factors. The higher your score, the better your chances. This would reduce dependence on employer sponsorship and open doors for talented individuals who want to contribute to the U.S. economy. In addition to improving existing pathways, brand new visa categories could emerge. For example, there may be visas specifically for climate refugees, for remote workers who contribute economically without living in the U.S. full-time, and for professionals in fields like artificial intelligence, renewable energy, and biotechnology. Technology will play a huge role in transforming green card processing. Artificial intelligence will be used to check applications for completeness, verify documents, and flag missing information in real time. This could reduce the approval timeline from years to mere months. Blockchain technology could make immigration records secure, tamper-proof, and instantly verifiable, cutting down on fraud and lost paperwork. These changes would not only improve efficiency, but also boost transparency, giving applicants live updates on the status of their case instead of leaving them in the dark. The USCIS of 2030 could be completely different from the one we know today. Imagine a fully digital system where every form, every piece of evidence, and every notice is submitted and received electronically. No more mailing thick packets of documents. Immigration interviews could be done over secure video calls, allowing people to complete the process without traveling to a USCIS office. Artificial intelligence could help immigration officers process cases faster and more consistently, reducing human error. Specialized fast-track services might be available for high-demand professions so that a doctor or a cybersecurity expert could be approved in weeks instead of months. This modernization would address one of the biggest frustrations immigrants face today: long, unpredictable wait times, and replace it with a transparent, efficient, and user-friendly process. Travel and border policies are also expected to see major changes. By 2030, entering the United States could be a very different experience depending on where you're coming from. Integrated screening systems could merge passport control, customs, and immigration checks into one streamlined process, powered by biometrics like facial recognition and fingerprints. For travelers from trusted countries, the process could be faster and smoother. The visa waiver program might expand to include more nations, but eligibility could depend on strong security partnerships and economic stability. On the other hand, climate migration could lead to increased pressure on borders, requiring new humanitarian visa categories, but also stricter controls. Technology could also play a role in enforcing visa rules. For example, visitors could be tracked in real time, and any overstays could trigger automatic visa cancellations and bans on re-entry. Smart border technology might identify high-risk travelers before they even step on a plane, allowing authorities to address security concerns earlier. So how can you prepare for these upcoming changes? The first step is to stay informed. Immigration policy can change overnight, and knowing the latest updates will help you make smarter decisions. Follow official sources like USCIS.gov and the Department of State's travel site, and consult with experienced immigration attorneys who can interpret new laws as they happen. Second, keep your documents ready and updated. Birth certificates, marriage licenses, work records, and education credentials should be easy to access at all times. Third, don't put all your hopes on one immigration path. Explore multiple options: student visas, work visas, family sponsorship, or even investment visas, so that if one route becomes harder, you have alternatives. Fourth, invest in skills that will be in high demand by 2030. Professions in healthcare, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, renewable energy, and biotechnology are likely to be prioritized in future immigration policies. Finally, don't underestimate the value of professional legal help. With more complex and dynamic policies, having an immigration lawyer on your side could be the difference between success and rejection. The future of U.S. immigration is filled with both opportunities and challenges. By 2030, we may see a system that is faster, smarter, and more responsive than ever before. Technology could eliminate backlogs, AI could make decision-making fairer, and new visa categories could open doors for millions. But these advancements will also come with tighter security, more competitive selection processes, and a greater emphasis on skills and adaptability. For those who dream of living in the United States, the key will be flexibility, being ready to pivot as rules change, and always having a plan B. If you found this breakdown useful, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with others who might benefit from it, and subscribe for more updates on U.S. immigration news. In the fast-changing world of immigration, information is your most valuable tool. Policies will continue to shift. Technology will keep evolving, and new opportunities will emerge. The dream of America will still be alive in 2030, but the way you reach it will be different. Staying informed, prepared, and adaptable will give you the best chance to turn that dream into reality.